Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is Wednesday, the 15th of September. September 15th of January. Don't know where that came out of. This is our midweek recap. I'm going to send this out to everybody. Let's talk about the markets. Let's talk about today, and let's talk about what I'm seeing here. So we've been stuck in a pullback in this market, and we have CPI today. Was CPI a great number? No. It was in line, but sometimes that is, yes, it's Earth, Wind, and Fire, Chris. Do I remember? Must have been. But sometimes that's all you need when the market's looking for anything that's not bad news. And I kind of think that's what it was today. So we had this big gap up. We traded this live in the room. If you were with us, we were talking live, traded that with the ES. And then you've got the SPY here, and it's been a very kind of not the easiest of trades today, but it's up and it's testing this 50-day moving average. So when you look what's going on here, yesterday we came off the lows into the close. We closed above the 100-day, and you have a big gap up and a push now. And if you were short or anybody who's short, they're getting squeezed. This is a good old-fashioned short squeeze, right? They got caught, they got greedy, and here they go. Everybody thought the world was going to fall apart, and it didn't. So we took back the 8-day, we took back the 21-day, and right now we're pressing right up here against the 50-day, which is just slightly above where we're at. We retake that, and then we would look to move up and test this downtrend here on the SPY. I'm going to play games with you here purposely. On the ES, the downtrend is right here. We're right into it. So keep that in mind when you're trading here overnight and tomorrow. I will put a lot of onus on the ES. The ES trades 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And I would put more on that than on the SPY. So that one first, and then we could push up into this 601 area depending on when we get there on the SPY. But all in all, things look better. Another big hint today that today was going to be different. First of all, the dollar's been weaker, which is good, but it was bonds. We got a hello bonds. We had a huge candle on bonds and it held it. Previously, when we had inflationary data, we would sell off and come back down. This is good to see that's bringing pressure off on rates. This is what we want to see. So this is a good sign here. We'll talk to the VIX real quick. The VIX getting absolutely smashed down is called out by Utsoff in the room. Thank you there under the 200-day. The other thing that really helped today were earnings from the banks. The banks had good earnings overall. There were some funky things here and there, but overall they were good. And my one thing I would read into the banks today is that they all talked about their NII, net interest income, guiding way up on all of them for the year, and that's because they're expecting few rate cuts for the year. That said, nice move there. JP Morgan put in a new all-time high pre-market, didn't hold it here during the day, but back up. Goldman Sachs just off the new all-time high. Citigroup with a $20 billion buyback, a new many-year high there. Wells Fargo up here. Tomorrow morning we get Bank of America. Careful, it's already up a lot, and Morgan Stanley. Okay, Taiwan Semi reports at 1 o'clock in the morning. We already know they beat because they announced their numbers back here. We know they have great fourth quarter revenue numbers. Question is where they guide. So let's talk about what else has been going around today. Energy held in, nice move up there, continues to be strong. The IWM, big gap, but couldn't hold it as well. Same thing with the Dow, nice big gap, but holding okay. And then there was big cap tech, and boy, did they come after some of these names. Tesla, screaming through this little gap back up to the 431.66 area. It's almost there. Talk about a reversal, broke the downtrend, and here we go. Yep, I took a loss on it. Why? Because I took it up in here, it pulled back in my face, and I got out of it, and then eventually it took off. Didn't get back into it. That happens sometimes. But overall, nice move on Tesla. I've had a great overall trading Tesla this year. Up here, we'll see if it wants to wake up now after it fills this gap. Then we'll see if it can go up and start testing some of these different levels up here. But overall, nice downtrend break on that one. I had a beautiful trade on Meta today. Meta required some patience, but nice move up. If you're trading with us, you have this nice move up here, came down, then broke the downtrend and came up. I bought it up into this area and we had traded it and got out of it up here. Nice move up on Meta, didn't stay for the whole thing. I'm currently trading NVIDIA. I'm sitting in it, trim some of it. NVIDIA, nice move again up here today, right? Pushed up right to the 8-day, needs to clear the 8-day, the 21-day, and the 50-day. Overall, these are all looking much better. Apple, for what it's worth, still maligned, has to get above the 8-day. Microsoft, a nice bounce, has to break the 50-day, but a big candle on that one. Google had a nice day, looks great here back up. Even Amazon coming back up. So all these looking much better today. A lot of the other action today was in crypto. Bitcoin has gotten itself back above 100K briefly before right back on it here, still holding it. And you saw big moves on MSTR, broke that downtrend today. Uh, Coin had a big, nice move today. Riot, we saw over 100,000 now of the February 14 calls traded. I mean, just a couple for fun and giggles, but nice move on that. And overall, the market looks better and different. Tomorrow morning, we have some earnings. Next week, we get Netflix on Tuesday. Not a lot of tech next week. Next week is mostly some industrials, some metals, like miners like the FCX is in there and Alcoa and names like Honeywell and stuff are in there. But going into earnings season, we have the inauguration. Remember, the markets will be closed on Monday, and I'll put a link in the description if you want to join us live for trading like this. I hope everybody had a great day, and I'll catch you guys live in the morning. Retail sales at 8:30. We won't open the room early for that one.